High school quarterback, I think number one is leadership.
Confidence, discipline.
I'm going to try and elevate the guys around me to compete.
Quarterback. They say it's the most important position in all of sports.
To go hit some kid in the mouth.
With pressure comes expectation. Big plays.
That's it.
Bigger moments.
That's it.
This is where leaders are made.
Hey, come on, D.
Cover a couple things. We want to really stress sportsmanship out here. I know we're neighborhood rivals and a lot of you guys know each other, but we want to stress sportsmanship. If we get an interception, we do say got one. That's kind of our little thing. We put it on our jerseys and everything. But I just wanted you guys to know full respect for the union program. So welcome. Let's have fun. It sounds like we are on defense first. Let's get after it.
Great.
Okay,
Thanks, Coach.
Money.
All right.
Hey, communicate. Hey, what is it? Hey, purple big, get there. Are you back at F? Hey. What we really focused on this offseason, working out, but like becoming more of a team, making sure our team's on time. We're all doing this together because that's what we're going to need in games. That's what's going to separate us from other teams. Hi, I'm Jaden Baum, class of 2028. I'm going to my sophomore year. I'll play quarterback at Evergreen High School.
Not many kids as a freshman have the poise and maturity like you did. What allowed you to have success right off the bat as a starter, basically week one?
What really set my success apart was definitely outside of workouts, go work out with my teammates, building a connection with my wideouts, and with my linemen too, just being on a different level with them, and definitely my work ethic. Like without that, I don't think I'd be where I'm at right now. I don't think last year there was a day that I don't think I took a day for granted last year. I worked so hard last year, and Coach Swain saw that, and I'm so blessed to have a coach like Coach Swain and my QB coach behind me, and knowing what the offense is doing and stepping into that role so young, so well matured, that I think that's what set me apart. And
you have some of the best in the position in the state.
1000%.
Darren Schmidt at tight end going to Arizona, Terrence Sarion headed to BYU, both in the Big 12. What is that connection like, especially with those two guys, knowing that you can get the ball to them and they're going to make something happen?
Oh, we've had that connection since my 7th grade year. They've been my big brothers. I've been throwing with them since my 7th grade year. That's why we have such a good connection. And it's we have them two, then we have our ex. We have EJ English, then we have a couple other guys. Our wide receiver core is the best in the state. Our linemen are best in the state. Our running back is best in the state. I'm telling you, it's so good to have a team like that on my back. I'm very blessed to be part of the Evergreen Plainsmen.
What do you feel is the next step in your growth as you look toward your sophomore season?
Definitely getting faster. I want to get my running game back up and just making the right reads. Definitely spread the ball out more and just ball out.
You guys won league last year, first time Evergreen has done so in 17 years.
Yes,
that
ma'am.
Obviously came with a playoff bid, but it felt like talking with a number of you guys after the game against Stanwood last year that there was a lot of unfinished business.
A lot, and that's what we're looking towards this year. Just finishing, we missed so many days last year, just missing workouts, all that, and that showed at the end of the year. So this year we're really focusing on just finishing business. We're going for that state title, I'm telling you now.
So what does finishing business look like?
Going to workouts every day, being on time, being on task, and just finishing the mission. Our mission here is first, week one, beat Union. That's always our number one target, and we always want to win state. That's what our break at the end of the day is, always beat Union and win state. So that's our number one goal, just being on time. on task, on a mission. That's what Coach Swain always says.
Then we're going to be on time, on task, on a mission tomorrow, right?
That's what we really focus on as Evergreen.
What would it mean for you and your teammates? It's been a while to win a playoff game.
Oh, 1,000% that would mean everything. But the bigger picture is winning state. So, like, yeah, winning a playoff game, that's amazing. Don't get me wrong, especially with what our team's been through. But we're going for that state title. So it's business. Like, be happy when we win it, then we're going on to the next. Elimination, that's really all.
What's your approach been so far this offseason, and how has it been different from this time a year ago?
This year, we're definitely focusing on the little things, the mechanics of things, because last year we had a lot of skills that were very naturally talented, and like we were blessed with our defense that we had last year. This year's going to be different. We're going to be a well-rounded team. I think, to be honest, I think we're going to be better this year than we were last year. We're actually a team this year. So I think we're working on more just the little things instead of like focusing on like all the big things. I think we're just focusing on little things like the mechanics side of things instead of focusing on like offers and stuff. We're focusing on just mechanics side of things.
How about you personally? How have you approached this offseason, and what's different about that than coming in fresh off of an 8th grade season at Cascade?
Last year, I was working on everything, like all my good traits, all my bad traits. But this year, I'm really focusing on what I need to work on because I know what I can do well on. I'm still working on that, but this year, I'm definitely focusing on I go back and watch film and I look on what I need to work on as a quarterback so I can get better. And that's what I really focus on.
Evergreen is blessed not with one great quarterback, but two great quarterbacks.
Yes, ma'am.
Braden James going into his junior year. What is your guys' friendship relationship as quarterback, as teammates, as friends? Because it seems like you guys really go after it when it comes to wanting success for the other.
No, 1,000%. It's 1,000% a competition, but at the end of the day, that's my brother, and he'll always be my brother. Like when I came from Cascade, he helped me. And I don't think if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be where I'm at right now, like success-wise. So, bro, I appreciate him more than anything. Like, that's my brother.
I know coaches have their opinions about what makes a good quarterback, but as a quarterback, I want to hear from you, what characteristics make a good high school quarterback? High school
quarterback, I think number one is leadership. If you don't, the team looks on you, and if you don't have leadership, your team isn't going to do as good as you want them to be. Because they're following behind you. Like, if you're all like pouty and all that, they're gonna show that emotion too. So just leadership, knowing what the guys are doing, being the coach on the field. That's basically what it is. Then knowing what to do, what the reads are, and just being a good quarterback, like also making the right throws, being able to put it in the tight windows, just being an overall good player and teammate. That's basically what makes a good quarterback in high school.
We've seen really in the last 10 to 15 years at the quarterback position, if you want to be great, you got to do stuff off-season, private trainings. Kind of take us through your private training, who you work with, and what you focus on.
I don't have a private trainer. Well, I train with B12 Jamar Howard, but that's like not quarterback training. But I train myself on my off days. Like in my front yard, I go to the field with my wide receivers, do like that type of stuff. But really, I go to the gym, focus on my body. I eat right. I've lost 25 pounds since last offseason. So I've just been working every single day, going to the gym, going to the field, having days to rest. That's the number one priority, just making sure my body's all right. Then just really keep my head down, like staying faithful. That's really all.
And that's the shit out these fools.
Yep, smart.
Be intelligent and throw good balls.
I got you.
Like they'll get the ball a little quicker on that F seam. As soon as he gets his head around the look,
Just
the ball
watch it.
should be there.
I got you.
Not too hard, but enough to make it
Level it.
Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you, coach.
Look at this. Here we go. Does this anywhere say that we're going to be on offense for this session? No.
What does it say? What does it say in the directions document?
I don't know. I didn't get down there.
Team that begins on O will have a 10-minute running clock.
Then
we will flip for 10 minutes with a 5-minute water break. You read the rules. You'll know.
Coach didn't get too good in depth, man. Well, thanks for my help. I did 0 preparing for this call.
So little that you didn't even read the document. You did thumbs up the document. You did thumbs up the document.
So the only thing you guys are, because you know how
switch routes.
Yeah, you guys are just switching routes. That's it. I was curious who their quarterback was going to be. I think this year we're all really close with each other, and we were talking about it last night with 7-on-7. We may not have the talent as those guys, but our connection between the whole team is so much more close this year. Nate Rembish, number 14, class of 2027, La Center High School. Quarterback, kicker, and cornerback.
What has been your approach, your mental approach, everything off-season wise, getting ready to be that QB1?
You know, a lot of training, a lot of lifting. Just becoming physically and mentally more tough is definitely, I think, the biggest thing. The biggest reach from going from JV to varsity. Really getting into a connection with your guys, your offensive line, learning the playbook especially, that's big. I got to know what everybody's doing now. So going from kicking on varsity is a lot different from playing quarterback. So it's fun, and I'm just open to learning new things. And whenever I can get better, I'm getting better. And it takes a little bit of time, takes a lot of film watching, takes a lot of time to break down defenses, but I'm having a lot of fun right now, and I think the year's going really well so far.
What have you liked so far from spring ball from you guys? Everything from the first days of June all the way through here we are, mid-July.
With how young our team is, we're learning a lot together. So it's just being every step of the way with your guys and learning the playbook, learning the game of football, just every step with everybody, every step of the way.
Playing quarterback comes with a lot of responsibilities, and with those responsibilities come pressure.
Mm-hmm.
How have you handled pressure playing quarterback?
Taking a deep breath. Coach Lambert expresses himself a lot right before the play, take a deep breath. So with all the pressures, it's just take a step back, breathe, and just talk yourself through it and know that you got it.
Do you find yourself taking those breaths when you line up for a PAT or a field goal, pressure-packed situations?
Always. Last year, that was my job, was kicking. So it was like I knew that was my one job, and I didn't have to worry about anything else. So I'm like, I'm the only person out here. This is my job, so I know that. Took a deep breath, relaxed, and it also helped from freshman year. So I knew what I was getting myself into going into the sophomore year, but now this year it's got to relearn it with quarterback and cornerback, so I'm excited.
So you're going to start at quarterback,
Yep.
You'll start at corner,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll be a kicking specialist as
Yep.
well. How do you handle being a triple threat guy? Where do you find time to kick?
You know, it's hard sometimes, but it's just a matter of fact of kind of breaking down your week. So earlier in the week, I'm training with whoever I can get with, whether that's receivers, and then kind of I'll do my own cornerback work, and kicking work is kind of like something I can do whenever I need. But usually I'll kind of get more into that. I kind of give myself a little bit of a break throughout spring so I can focus on quarterback and cornerback and those type of positions, just so I know I really have them down. And then when I get into the summer, that's like when I'll start kicking. So I'll distribute kind of throughout my week. I'll kind of split it into thirds. So I'll do quarterback training, cornerback training, and then kicking training. So
Kicking runs in your family. Your brother Ben, 3-time All-League kid, now kicking at George Fox.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with kicking? Was it because of Ben?
It was because of Ben. I mean, he's a big part of why I'm playing football. I played soccer for 8 or 9 years of my life before. So when I got into 8th grade, I quit soccer, and I'm like, I saw my brother playing football, and I'm like, you know, he actually looks like he's having a lot of fun. So I'm like, I want to try something new. And I got into football, and I mean, just probably the best decision I've made so far in my whole life.
I'm curious to hear your perspective. What characteristics make a good quarterback? What are the must-haves?
Leadership, confidence, discipline, and I mean, those kind of are the three big ones that I try to build myself off of. Dedication is big, just showing up in the weight room, showing that you want to be a part of the program. And we really stress to everybody on our team, you're showing the younger guys what it means to be a part of the center football. So showing up the weight room, showing up to the field, watching film, talking, not being afraid of trying new things, and just really learning. Like, I feel like you can't play quarterback and you can't be there and not be loud. I feel like a quarterback needs to be loudest kid on that field. He needs to he's there to run the offense. So in dedication, just you're showing up early, you're showing up on time, and you're there to work and take your time with it, and helping the younger guys especially, that's big.
La Center football is all about winning. You go back since 2001, this program has been in the postseason 20 times. A lot of those years have come with a Trico League title, a deep run in the postseason. As someone who's been in this program, as someone who's seen an older sibling go through this program, what makes this program so successful year after year? It feels like there is no rebuilding, quote unquote, year with La Center football.
Our coaches do a great job of really taking the younger guys and building off of them. And they stress to the juniors, seniors, hey, this might be your last year, so help coach those younger guys. That's the next generation of guys. So, I mean, it starts with Coach Lambert's son, Scotty. He's in 3rd or 4th grade. That generation and La Center football starts there. That's when you get in elementary school, that's your run, and you're training to be a La Center Wildcat and playing football at the high school. So I think coaches do a great job of stressing, hey, get these younger guys involved and show them what it really means, so then when they get to high school, they're ready.
What are your early memories of La Center high school football?
I think I really started watching in middle school. That was like when my brother first hit La Center football. 5th grade, I remember hanging out at the Bell with all my friends in elementary school, hanging out, watching football. And then as I got through middle school football, my 8th grade year, I was able to go down on the sidelines and be a T-boy for my brother. So that was big for me. But a lot of memories are made throughout that field and throughout that stadium. So I'm excited to make more.
Earlier, a couple episodes ago, we had an insight on the Journey workbook. Give us a little insight on E + R = O and how you take that and use that in your everyday life.
So E is event, R is your response, and O is the outcome. So we can go back to Seton. Our event is that we lost. So through these next 7 or 8 months, how is going to be our response is going to be our outcome. So we might have a negative event, but if we have a positive outcome or response, our outcome very well could be positive. So it's a matter of fact of making the right choice for your response and not being negative, because then your outcome will be negative.
Nate, what would be the definition of a successful season, not just for you personally, but for La Center in 2025?
Winning league and making playoffs. I think our big goal this year is to try and make it past the first round. We've been so close the past few years, so really getting through this whole year and winning week 9 against Seton, getting our league title back, and going into the playoffs and winning that first round, I think is really big for our whole team, and we hang our hats on that, and we're working at that, getting better every single week, pushing for our goal.
That's it! That's it! That's it! Right there. Shake it up, guys. That's good. Good job.
I really want to win. I really want to win league this year. I think it's possible. I think it's doable. I know the guys want it really bad too.
We ain't done yet! Come on!
Mahi-Mahi's up there at the top. Mahi-Mahi is banging. Salmon's okay, cooked right. Mahi-Mahi is banging. And then I have chicken number one because it's very versatile. You can cook it like that or fry it, and it's good both ways. I feel like beef is like.
Before this offseason, what was your experience playing quarterback?
I played it way back in the day in like 7th grade. I played quarterback on like a six man like football team. It was for like a few months, but outside of that, never in my life. I'd never tried it. It's just never been like my siblings didn't do it, so like I always just played the positions they played and like wanted to be like them. And they'd never touched quarterback, and so no, I'd never nothing really.
So how did this guy who's essentially a linebacker playing quarterback, what were those conversations like with Coach Nelson, and how on earth are you now under center?
Well, it started last year. I said it to my friends. I was like, man, should I try playing quarterback, just messing around? Like, I think I said it to Ertl or maybe Jaden, and they were like, dude, no, like that would be terrible. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I was kidding, but it mainly started because I hate being like helpless. Like I hate feeling like I can't do anything about like losing a game because I'm very competitive and I hate being able to not do anything. So I was just messing around. I was like, man, I wish I played quarterback because even if we're losing, like I know I like, have a effect on the outcome. But then when we got Coach Nelson in and like he the system that he put in from Liberty Hill, um I used to live in Texas and my brother used to play Liberty Hill. I used to watch him play that team and like Navarro and them. So I've watched this offense like live when I was a kid in Texas. So I knew what it was like already. And I was like, I could play quarterback in that because it basically is like a fullback linebacker type thing. So I was like, yeah, I went for it. I told him, I said, because he asked me when we were like getting equipment and stuff, like tight end, running back. And I was like, I'm going to try quarterback because I'm linebacker on defense. So I was like, I'm going to try quarterback. And yeah, he was like, yeah, we'll get you in there and split thirds at spring ball and see how it goes. And pretty quickly I ended up doing it. I don't know. I'm a good blocker, block a lot.
Hockinson for so long has been known for 4 wide empty sets, throw the ball 95% of the time. This what you guys are doing is the complete opposite.
We're going to run the ball, and I know I say that as everyone runs the ball, but we're going to run the ball a majority of the time.
Why were you guys okay with making a big change? Change is hard, and new coaching, new head coach, new assistants is hard, but Coach Nelson said that you guys were completely fine wanting to be different. Like, why were you guys okay with wanting that and wanting that change?
I say it definitely comes just from wanting to win. A lot of those we're very competitive, and like, you know, as much as we love like our old coaches and stuff about like scheme wise, just like being willing to change and play such a different style of football. We all knew we could handle it because it's very physical football. We all knew we could handle that. And we're definitely very competitive, and we want to win. And I feel like we just like seeing the seniors the past couple of years. I've only seen them the past year, but like before that, teammates like it has been like a lot of losing for them, and like it's just hard to watch, and they just don't like it, and they're willing to like to change however they need to win games and to actually like to build something that's like.
Sam, what do you like? What do you love actually about this offense?
I love the kind of like the firm hand it takes in controlling the game. So I also like my siblings rubbed off on me a little bit. I am a pretty big nerd, like X's and O's about football. I watch a ton of it. I know a ton about it, like all kind of different schemes, like playbooks, coaches, like all across the place. And I love it, especially at this level of football. The guys we have, like, I love it. It's like you're so confident in a play call, right? Like you're not stressing about, okay, well now it's 2nd and 6, so it's kind of do I need to get 4 yards to make it 3rd and manageable? Or do I need to do this? Like, no, it's 2nd and 6. You're still gonna run the football, like a 2nd and 6, and you're doing what you've been doing. You're moving. The O line's firing off, moving guys forward, and you're handing the ball off. You're keeping the ball like on the ground, limiting turnovers, and as a defense, as a big defensive guy who loves to play defense, nothing in my life makes me as upset or frustrated especially because I do get pretty heated out there. Nothing makes me more like just, oh my gosh, just playing a team like that will just be so happy on a 3rd and 5 to still run that football in your face, and like a lineman who just picks themselves back up and it's just like so happy to keep putting you in the dirt. And it's just like, man, it's daunting by the second quarter. And to be able to be the team, like making people feel like that, it's a lot of fun. Also, I do love just hitting people. So getting to block as a quarterback is definitely a lot of fun for me.
You mentioned your brothers, Hale playing Division I football,
Yes,
Noah, right after him.
Mm-hmm.
What are your memories of them playing for Hockinson and even just growing up around Hockinson football?
Both my siblings, they're not like they're pretty stoic dudes, I'd say, like emotionally and stuff. But I remember Hale's last high school football game. I've never seen him get emotional in his life, but he was crying. And I remember the feeling of that last Hockinson game, watching him get emotional, and I've never seen him like that before, and it stuck with me. And then the same thing happened with Noah my freshman year in Georgia, and just both of them, like they mean the world to me. I look up to both of them, like they're everything to me. And yeah, and I know that Noah didn't have as much time in the Hockinson jersey, but when he was here, him and Hale together, watching them play, I want to be a part of that so bad. And I can't be a part of that with them on the field, but I can definitely make them proud out there because I know they're watching.
I saw you guys at camp. A lot of complimentary words coming from opposing coaches.
Those guys are doing a really good job over there. I think they're going to surprise people.
As the quarterback, what is your biggest takeaway from camp, June ball, the first 6-7 weeks here this summer off season?
Camp especially was a big one for me because even this off season, the coach at my high school in Georgia, and because we lost our head coach and like uncertainty moving forward, there's definitely a lot of pull like from my family and my head coach in Georgia, my old head coach in Georgia, to go back to Georgia and play there and be a running back again and linebacker. But during like spring ball and camp, like spending time in the dorms, it really hit me that, like, to me, like the most important part of it is the guys I'm out there with. Like after all my time, like I hate losing more than anything, but I think more than losing, I'd hate playing with the teammates that I don't like. And I love those kids, man. Like I love them. From spring ball was so much fun. Putting in the work and stuff I can handle, but then, like having, just messing around with them, having fun, like going out to eat afterwards and stuff. And then at camp, like being in the dorm with Ertl, we had a great time. I loved it. And like me, Keegan, Jaden, and all them, we had an awesome time at camp. It was so much fun. And then the definitely the big one for me that had me like, all right, like this is it. Like I'm locked in here. It was definitely that we were winning at camp. Like that we were actually, like, it was cohesive. We were putting things together. We were moving the ball. We were moving people. And like other teams noticed it. We noticed it. And it was just a whole different feeling. And I just love that. Like that the fun and all those guys, I love like seeing those kids win that like have been in my life for such a long time. Like seeing them win and succeed at football, which I know means a lot to them, just like it does to me. Like it's awesome. I love it. They were so excited to be, because they haven't, like, I realized that they haven't experienced that kind of like, being imposing, winning games in their high school career. And especially the ones that are going to be seniors next year. Like, it's really cool to see them so excited about winning, because I love it. I love winning. I love it so much. And I know that I think that they will too.
Someone who is new to the quarterback position, while you might not throw the rock more than probably 5 attempts per game, maybe.
If that.
Sam, what still gives you the confidence knowing that you can be the guy on this team, on the most important position on the field? What has you feeling good about taking that role in a position that you've never played before and really never been in before?
A typical quarterback, I cannot say that I'd be the best choice on our roster for that kind of stuff, like reading the defense and putting that ball up there with my arm. But I'd say especially just like I can't say for certain that I'd be the best choice for any of that, but I can say with 100% confidence that no matter who we're playing or who we have played, that I want it. Like, I love this game and I want to win, and I want to be like a competitor as much as anyone we've played or I've ever played or anyone on that field, and like anybody we will play. Like I know for a fact that like I'm gonna try and elevate the guys around me to compete as bad as I want to, because it means the world to me to win football games and be out there with kids that I love. And I know that that's a lot. Like that's a lot of what quarterback is, especially in this, because I can handle lead blocking and I can handle all that kind of stuff and running the football. But just I know for a fact that I can elevate the guys around me to compete the way that they think that they have it in them to compete.
Watching you guys all summer, not just on O, but on D, you are a very boisterous guy. You let your voice do a lot of that talking. But
Yes, ma'am.
are you finding yourself becoming a leader and being a kind of a go-to guy for a lot of these cats on your team?
Yeah, I've never been that way before. Off the field, like in a classroom, and a lot of the time, people are surprised because I'm pretty quiet. I don't talk very much. I kind of mind my own business. Kind of stay in my own lane, off the field. But since I was young, definitely like on that field, it's just a different. Like I'm just, especially on defense. Even when I was a freshman on JV in my old school, I definitely just like let it all fly. And yeah, these like it's new. It's a new feeling for me, having guys like, like when no one's talking and I'm the one like I'm the one yelling in someone's face, getting fired up. Having them like listen and respond to that is definitely, because usually I'm kind of just yelling on my own, but it's definitely a little different having to fire other guys up and like,
Sam, what would define a successful season for Hockinson? Not just only for you personally, but team success. What would a successful season look like?
For us, I think just like a kind of especially for those seniors and for our whole team, like just a kind of confidence that like we play a winning style of football. Like I'm not talking about like a certain record goal, nothing like that, but just like keeping every game competitive and knowing that you have a shot to win against anyone out there. Just being able to grind it out against any team you play. Just like having that confidence in yourself to go out there and like put up a really close fight and fight hard against anybody we're playing.